Hello everyone, it's your buddy Sven here once again coming at you with another Warframe video, and today's topic will be for all the DPS freaks out here. I'm going to be covering the best melee weapon in the game, or weapons in the game because there are different styles of it, but I'll be covering just raw stats what the best melee weapon in the game is. Now there are a few different weapons, I should be saying weapons. Now, there are 3 weapons that overall contend with it. If you would have a Max Crimson Dervish, the Docker Prime holds some of the highest DPS in the game. Very good at slash damage given the fact it's a sword. And yeah, basically this thing is extremely solid. It's not much of a crit weapon, but it does some raw slash damage, and if you work on that and throw some elements on there, you get a lot of damage very quick. The next up is the Dragon Nakana. Now the Dragon Nakana does even more slash damage, however, there is a trade-off of the impact, but it has a little bit more puncture. Dragon Nakana, in my experience, is a stronger weapon than the Docker Prime, and you can't get the Docker Prime anymore, whereas you could still obtain the Dragon Nakana. Now, I don't have the Prime version of it, but I've also heard that the Skindo is pretty massive. Lots of slash, has overall the highest DPS in the game. However, there is usually, unless you're to spec for it, and ordinarily people don't spec for it, you lose some attack speed off it. So the Dragon Nakana and the Skindo Prime, not the Skindo, but the Skindo Prime, have some of the highest DPS in the game, whereas there's the argument of attack speed trade-off because, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's an attack speed of 1 by default on the Dragon Nakana, and then you'd have the 0.917, which doesn't seem like a lot of trade-offs, but if you're constantly cleaving at something or slicing at something, you notice the difference. Now, unfortunately, I don't have like all the specs of, oh hey, whichever mods you're going to use and all this stuff. I don't have builds for these, but I have heard from a friend of mine who plays Valkyr, and he rocks the Skindo Prime fully modded out. And he's openly said that the Skindo Prime has the most melee DPS in the game, but I've also done some comparable numbers with my Dragon Nakana. Leave a comment in the below if you guys have an answer to this debate. Anywho, if you enjoyed what you heard in this video, please leave a like. It helps me out so very much. Hit the big red button below if you want to subscribe to me, see more content like this. I do Warframe Wednesdays and Fridays. And if you do hit subscribe, you are helping me on my road to 50 subs by September 1st. That is my first goal for this channel. I would love it if you guys made that happen. Anywho, this has been Sven. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.